Racing to the 2020 Kentucky Derby. Let's take a look at a 3-year-old update here for Sunday, April 26th. Take a look at some recent winners on the 3-year-old scene and evaluate their performances. Let's start off Gulfstream Park. Earlier in the week, we saw Untitled at 1-5 face Florida breds, and it pretty much was a paid workout for Untitled. Set down some pretty fast fractions, opened up, and then really just kind of galloped in command. It was a big effort for Untitled after running second to a couple of quality horses in his last couple of starts. First off at Tampa Bay, he had set the pace before running second to Gouverneur Morris, and then in the Gotham, he ran second after setting the pace most of the way and losing to Mischievous Alex. So Untitled, we'll probably see him back in some graded stakes races. I think long term he's probably best at 7 furlongs a mile, maybe up to a mile and a 16th. Could run in some of the minor derbies this summer. But Untitled got back on the win end with a nice victory at Gulfstream Park. Then on Friday at Oaklawn Park, it was no Parole, sprinting some fast fractions and going to a nice win. He ended up getting a 90 Beyer speed figure. And, you know, I think visually he set out some wicked fractions, so he was expected to tire a little bit late. I didn't like the way he really did not have much of a gallop out. I think really this horse is, when you're going to run fractions like that, the most he can probably get is 6.5, maybe 6 furlongs against top company. Maybe we'll see him in a stakes race or a minor grade 3 type sprint. Maybe long term you could maybe look at Saratoga, the Amsterdam, or something like the King's Bishop. But we'll see where No Parole ends up after that victory. A little less enthusiastic about him. Probably liked Untitled's performance a little bit better. In the Unbridled Stakes on Saturday, it was Dr. Post going off at even money in a $75,000 kind of a entry-level allowance race. We saw Americana set the fractions, 24 for the quarter, kind of slowed it down at the half, 24, and then really dug in the lane. Dr. Post, who had an eventful trip in this race, was kind of boxed in on the backside, boxed in going into the turn. He was in between horses this entire race, and if you bet on even money on Dr. Post, you had to kind of sweat it out in this one as he finally got clear in the lane, pulled away to a victory over Attachment Rate. Attachment Rate ran the widest in this race, and it looked like he was going to get a victory here, but then just Dr. Post kind of dug in on the inside. So a nice win for Dr. Post. He's now 2 for 2 in 2020 after a fast victory in his debut race for 2020. Now he's got some options. We just got to wait to see how the calendar shakes out here in the next few weeks and into the end of May and early June for Churchill Downs, Belmont, and possibly some other East Coast tracks racing again, but it was a nice victory. So who did you like of these three? Unbridled, did you, in the Bridled Stakes, did you like Dr. Post, Untitled, or did you prefer No Parole's victory here? Leave a comment below, hit subscribe, and share this video with other horse racing fans as we lead you up to the 2020 Kentucky Derby.